Hey, previously we covered part 3 of this series and this is part 4. We upload every week, so please like, subscribe and press the bell icon to never miss new video updates. At the United Nations headquarters, the world leaders learned that Kido has covered up the true events taking place in Japan. With GHQ unable to be trusted, the majority of the United Nations vote to destroy Japan to stop the virus. The United Nations stealth bomber attempts to bomb the students, but Gai extracts voids from Hirohide, Takeomi and Ritsu as sacrifices to destroy the plane. After Gai kills Mading Miyabi by destroying her void, Gai orders Ace, Tsugumi and Argo to join him or die, but Daryl intervenes and blames Gai for making him kill his father. In the confusion of Daryl's insubordination, Inori escapes with Shuu, while Ace, Tsugumi and Argo escape on their own, and Narissa defends Gai before escaping as well to join the antibodies. The United Nations naval fleet sent to destroy Japan are obliterated by a leukocyte blast operated by Kenji, where Gai tells the United Nations to not interfere in their operations, or he will activate the 256 leukocyte satellites orbiting Earth. 3 days after this announcement went worldwide, Akina and his secretary Karachi believe that GHQ is now being controlled by the secret organization named DAAD. His former goal was to get Shu's void genom, but is now trying to capture Inori. When the antibodies locate Shuu and Inori, Akina and the Kuhun group ambush the antibodies. When Arisa is attacked by Akina, who is disappointed in her for dishonoring their family name, she shoots him down in self-defense. Inori is slowly losing herself to Mana, who is trying to take over her body, and mockingly calls Inori a monster, but Inori pushes this aside. Inori comforts a depressed Shuu that he should stop blaming himself, as she will always be there for him no matter what. In order to protect him from the antibodies, Inori plans to be a distraction for him against Gai. However, when Shuu objects to this, she knocks him out and kisses him goodbye. She faces off Arisa's Endlove battalion while she admitting that she is a monster, but she views herself as unique since Shuu loves her for who she is. Despite destroying the Endloves, Inori is captured by Gai. Shuu wakes up learning of Inori's capture and is in resolve to save her. Haruka opens a safe guarding the third and final void genom, but Kido, who is revealed to be her older brother, stops her and shoots her after confessing that he was the one who killed Kurosu. Although she manages to escape with the void regardless, an arrest warrant is issued on her, and Segai offers to lead the search for her. Meanwhile, Arisa is approached by Shuu, who convinces her to help him rescue Inori, as she wants to learn more about Gai's true intentions. Haruka heads to the Kuhun estate for shelter and chances upon Karachi, who takes her to see Gumo at Funeral Parlor headquarters, since the Kuhun estate is unsafe to hide, now that Akina has died. However, Segai tracks Haruka down and raids the place, forcing Igumo to stay behind to ensure his companions escape at the cost of his life. Reunited with Ace and Tsugumi at another Funeral Parlor hideout, Argo informs them about Igumo's death. Meanwhile, Shibungi is brought before Gai and expresses anger towards the ruthless individual he has become. As Haruka explains to Ace that the void genin might reject one's body if injected, Segai attacks their hideout. Shuu finds out his friends are in danger and leaves Arisa to help them. Ace convinces Haruka to inject the void genom into her, but Segai prevents that from happening. Both Segai and Ace fight for the vial until it rolls over to Shuu. Haruka urges him to not use the vial, but he thanks her for her concern and injects the void genom into his body. Shuu reveals his own void, a crystallized arm that replaces his lost one, and has the power to gather the strengths and weaknesses of other people's voids. By using the power of his friend's voids, Shuu defeats Segai's Endloves and kills Segai himself. However, everyone finds out that Shuu not only absorbs Sada's void, but also has viral infection as well. At GHQ headquarters, Gai makes a worldwide announcement that the leukocyte will destroy the world on December 25th. The remnants of Funeral Parlor, the Kuhun group and Tanazu High School students, escape Japan on a ship, where Shibungi, released by Gai, gives Shuu a journal written by Kurosu, detailing the history of the apocalypse virus. In 2013, Kido, a college professor researching on genomic resonance, befriended his student Kurosu, who was interested in his research. In 2017, Kurosu married his colleague named Siko Shiju, moving in with her after she became pregnant with Mana. In 2022, a meteorite crashed on Earth, first discovered by Mana and Siko. In 2023, Kido and Kurosu discovered a virus inside the meteorite, which reacted when the genomic resonance was used, meaning Mana and Siko were infected. Yu, the representative of DAAD, offered to help them with their research, believing that the virus will start the apocalypse. Yu ordered Kurosu to disallow Siko to have an abortion during her pregnancy with Shuu, since Mana chose Shuu as her mate to start a new race after the apocalypse, but after Siko died by the virus after childbirth, a grieving Kurosu refused to work with DAAD anymore. Kido later joined DAAD by helping them find a more suitable mate for Mana, by experimenting on children with the apocalypse virus. In 2028, Kurosu, who has since kept busy on finding a cure for the virus, fell in love with his new assistant Haruka, who also took care of Kurosu and his children, eventually marrying him. At the same time, Kido adopted Gai, who was a victim of child trafficking, but subjected him in the experiments, eventually leading Gai to run away and encounter Shuu and Mana on the beach. In 2029, on the day of the Lost Christmas incident, Kido became bitter and jealous after learning that Kurosu managed to find a cure for the virus by creating the void genom, but wanted to keep the burden creating it on himself. When Kurosu caught Kido in his office, Kido killed Kurosu and stole his research before Haruka found her husband's body. In the present, Haruka reveals that Mana was able to enter Inori's body during the second outbreak, and slowly taking control of her, because the voids that Shuu have been extracting are pieces of Mana herself. When Shuu tries to return the voids back to his friends, they all refuse, already knowing that he is risking their lives, and Shuu forgives Sauta for betraying him. Shuu, Tsugumi, Ace, Argo, Shibungi, Haruka and Karachi set off with allies from the United Nations to attack GHQ headquarters. As it is realized the 256 leukocyte satellites was a bluff, Shuu promises his friends and allies that they will stop Gai and rescue Inori. Ace allows Shuu to help her into her new endless diner. Gai uses the voids of Arisa, Kenji and Yu to decimate some of the United Nations fleet. Thanks to Tsugumi's void, Shuu and Funeral Parlor managed to sneak inside and hack into the base system, allowing the United Nation fleet the chance to counterattack. As Tsugumi part ways with Shuu and the others, Gai prepares to get rid of Inori's memories before Mana can take over her body. Gai questions Inori why she loves Shuu, to which she responds that Shuu showed her the value of life, both its pain and beauty. As crystals take over her body, Inori sings a song only audible to Shuu, who leads Funeral Parlor to the center of GHQ headquarters. Shuu is separated from his allies and is confronted by Yu, while Funeral Parlor faces against Endlove led by Daryl. He now operates the new model Endlove Jespinst. Yu, revealing that he is actually an embodiment of the will of Daath, is impressed on how far Shuu has done, and offers him to become Mana's mate, but Shuu refuses. Yu uses the voids of his followers to attack Shuu, lamenting on how Shuu squandered his chance to restart the human race, all because of Inori, described as a doll. However, Shuu tells Yu that Inori is a human being, who was always there when he was down, vowing to rescue her. Defeated, Yu allows Shuu to meet Inori before disappearing. Shuu confronts Gai, who reveals Inori has finally transformed into Mana. Mana, now completely resurrected, greets Shuu, but he shuns her after she speaks ill of Inori, much to her anger. Gai draws out Mana's void to fight Shuu, while she triggers the fourth apocalypse, spreading the apocalypse virus throughout the entire world. Haruka confronts Kido, who commits suicide by injecting the virus into himself while admitting defeat. Meanwhile, Funeral Parlor continued their fight with the group of Endloves led by Daryl, who believes he changed because of them, and wants to go back to his old self. Tsugumi finds that her attempts to hack the base system are being repelled by another hacker as skilled as her, in which Shibungi figures out that Kenji is responsible for this. Shibungi tracks down where Kenji is located and kills him, allowing Tsugumi to operate freely and help Ace defeat Daryl. Just when Shuu is about to be killed by Gai, Shuu sees a flower within the crystallization while hearing Inori's voice. He pulls out Inori's void within the flower with his last strength, using it to defeat Gai with a finishing blow. Before dying, Gai reveals that his actions were needed, so that Mana can start the fourth apocalypse, so she would finally be able to rest, otherwise she would always be resurrected by Daath. Shuu recovers the void genom that Gai stole from him, using its power to stop the fourth apocalypse from happening. Shuu uses his void to draw on all of his friends' voids to cure them of the virus, slowly being consumed by the virus, but Inori sacrifices herself to save Shu's life. The apocalypse virus is no more. Ace, Tsugumi, Argo, Shibungi, Arisa, Daryl, Haruka, and Karachi manage to escape GHQ headquarters before it collapses. Some years later, Tokyo is finally rebuilt and Shuu, now visually impaired with a mechanical prosthetic right arm, celebrates Hare's birthday with Ace, Tsugumi, Yuhiro, Sauta, and Kanan. Later, Shuu sits on a bench beside a lake to listen to one of Inori's songs, while Inori's soul and he embrace. For a while they remember their days together. Thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe for more.